Hello everyone, Overcord95, The Wandering Knight here, and welcome to the answers video for your questions as last Friday. We didn't get a ton of questions, but what we got were some really nice ones that I can have a little bit of fun with talking about and stuff like that, so at least it'll be a decent sized video. I actually have in return a question for you, which is, how's the sound on this one? How's my mic working? Because I bought myself I decided to get myself a nicer mic. I have a Blue Yeti mic now, and I'm kind of learning what it can do. So I need to know if this is okay or if I need to change some settings and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think of the mic. But other than that, let's jump into the questions, and we're going to just go in descending order again on the page from YouTube of my video. And you'll be seeing them on the screen as they come up. So the first question is from Jeremy Land, and he asks, what's my favorite game right now? And the answer to that is probably Shadow of War. If you've actually watched me play it, which not a ton of people have, but the people that have, you just see me having so much fun. I really do love that game. It is beautifully crafted. It's got a little bit of Assassin's Creed mechanics in it, but different enough to be able to enjoy it. Just the story to it is rich, and I love Tolkien lore. I really do. I've read all of the Lord of the Rings. I read The Hobbit. I've been trying to get through the Silmarillion. The driest read you can ever have is the Silmarillion. The Bible is more exciting than the Silmarillion. And the Silmarillion is supposed to be the Lord of the Rings Bible. So, but yeah, probably Shadow of War. Now, there are new games coming up. I know there's one next week. Assassin's Creed Origins, I think, is the 27th, and I might be getting that one. So if you'd like to see that one, let me know. And then, like, November 2nd is, like, Call of Duty World War II, which I am looking extremely forward to because I remember the original Call of Duty games, and I love them. They were my favorite series. But yeah, so right now, probably Middle-earth Shadow of War. Then we go to Kyle Smith. And he asks, if you could have any job in the world, what would it be? I saw this question go up when it went up, and I can't honestly think of something, you know. I suppose the best answer would be if I could get out to where I could do this kind of stuff, I would definitely try to become a professional singer. You've heard me do little bits and stuff while I'm streaming because I get bored, but I love singing. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do in the entire world. I like acting and stuff like that, I love, but my favorite thing is to sing. I have a fairly decent voice. I'm not going to say I'm the best or the worst, but I did choir for all through my grade school and high school years. I tried to go into musicals and stuff like that, so if I could do anything, I would be a professional. And please know, I don't mean like a pop star. I don't want to be a pop star. I want to be a singer. I want to put out records and albums of my voice, not auto-tune changes, stuff like that. But I also know my voice doesn't sing rock and roll very well. I know my voice doesn't sing pop very well. I can sing musically. I can sing choirly, you know, stuff like that. Like my voice has projection and stuff like that, so I wouldn't know where to go with it. I suppose Michael Bublé is the greatest example of what kind of my voice would be like, although his is deeper pitched. So I would be a singer, you know, if I could. Next question, because otherwise I'm going to spend 20 minutes talking about me being a singer. We have Muhammad Coat, which I believe has... Actually, I think everybody but Jeremy Land asked me questions before, in which case, hello Jeremy Land. But thank you guys again. So Muhammad Coast asked, do you have a collection of pop figures? Like I can see a few in the background. Not really. That's pretty much it. These are ones that I can actually hear my mic going away because I'm not talking to it. But those ones are pretty much it. The way I started even getting them is because I'd go to like conventions and I'd buy the mystery bag, or I'd buy the, you know, with a friend, and then we'd get a pop figure that she didn't want, or, you know, they didn't want, and I would get the figure. Now I have a couple from other things, like the Naruto little dude up here that I just put up. I'm never taking out a box, by the way, is from when I bought the last Naruto game. It was a pre-order special, and then the same thing with the Nathan Drake. It was a given to me by honestly, I don't remember it being a pre-order special, but they gave it to me at Target because I think of the delay to the game. So I got a free Nathan Drake one. The other ones are all from mystery boxes and stuff like that. But I could maybe see myself collecting them. They're nice little figurines. They're easy in a sense to get into and enjoy, but I don't have the space to start actually hardcore collecting anything. But let's go and move it on. Saucy Torbjorn asks, what's my favorite superhero? And she also is the one who was the only one who recommended a video game to play for that 5-hour stream, so she got Destiny 2. So enjoy, Saucy Torbjorn. It's up. It's 5 hours. Enjoy. My favorite superhero, I have a couple. Actually, my favorite comic book is not of a superhero. Is actually a team. My favorite comic book is Fantastic Four. It's one of the very first ones I read on my own. And by what I mean by that is my father, my uncle, they were huge into comics. That's their generation's thing. It was one of the big things was them being into comic books. So they read Superman, Batman, Neil Adams, Jack Kirby stuff. You name an artist or a writer from the Silver Age and a little bit of the Golden Age, and they probably read them at some point. So, but they were DC guys. They were Superman, Batman, Flash. They were reading those kind of comic books. They didn't really read Marvel on the other end. So I remember being little, and my dad had some loose junk Supermans and stuff like that I read. But when we went to the first comic book show, and I had my own money to buy myself a comic book, I was flipping through a 50-cent bin, Love 50-cent bins. Best way to read comics is to go to a comic book show and find the 50-cent bin, because you can find some really good comics in there for dirt cheap, But very first thing I picked up was a ratty, missing cover, Fantastic Four comic. Number 1 of something. And it wasn't like Silver. It was probably like a reprint or whatever, but it was the origin story. And I'm flipping through it, and I'm going, I love this. Fantastic. So favorite comic book is going to be Fantastic Four. Favorite individual superhero, I will answer that. Favorite individual superhero is probably... There's a lot of them. Give me a second. Probably Spider-Man. I like DC stuff. Like, my favorite DC character is The Flash. But I probably love Spider-Man the most because, again, I started reading him when I was an early teen. And you just get into his story so well, and you understand his perspective on stuff a lot during that. So I love Spider-Man, I love Fantastic Four. Answered. Onward. Final question is from Kyle Stevens, and that is my favorite holiday. My favorite holiday is going to be always Christmas. Just, there's so many good memories attached to Christmas that I can't say any other, I enjoy Halloween, and I enjoy Thanksgiving, and I enjoy the 4th of July and stuff like that, but Christmas is like the pinnacle of stuff. To me, family is very important. I love spending time with my family. I love making new memories with my family and anybody I consider my family. This includes my friends, distant cousins even, anybody that I can care about. I love spending time with. I love giving gifts to and seeing the reaction to some of the gifts I got. Like last year, I bought my brother the Halo Xbox One. He wasn't expecting this, and it took a good amount of money to get at the time because I was working at a movie theater, which was a fun job, but not the best paying. But I saved up, and I bought him a really nice... What was that 2 years ago? It might have been 2 years ago. Somebody fact-checked me on that one. But when I did it, the shock on his face was one of the best things, and it was really, he didn't expect to get something like that, and it was amazing for me to give him that feeling, and it was amazing to spend time with my family. So it's always going to be Christmas for me, because it's the one holiday where everybody truly does get kind of back together and spends time with each other, and tells their stories. I have a older uncle that I would listen to his stories every time he visits because I don't see him that often. So and I don't get to see him a lot, even at Christmas and stuff like that. But when I do see him, I sit down and I listen to his stories and stuff because it's important to have that connection with your family, and it's important to always hold on to that. So definitely Christmas. There's just too much good about Christmas. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you liked it. We will be doing another one in November. And that'll be probably set up after in 2 or 3 weeks. I'll set that up, somewhere into November, where we can have it in November. So look forward to that if you guys like asking me the questions and getting your answers. Look forward to a little more computer stuff, because now that I have a nicer mic, I might just start doing some more stuff with the computer. And we'll see where we go from there. But other than that, thank you all very much for watching. If you want to leave me a like, a comment, please do. If you want to subscribe, please do. I'm actually thinking at 50 I might try a charity stream. Now that doesn't seem like a good idea at 50, but part of me wants to see. If I was to get an insane amount of response from it, and please note, this wouldn't just be, I hit 50, start a stream. It would take me a month to set up or so. Like, it would be something I would put time into and figure out how to set up and get myself a 3-day weekend. Damn it, I hit the mic. And do a big event with it. I'd make it into like I'm playing for 12 hours. I'm doing something for an insane amount of time, so there's plenty of time to do something for the charity that I choose. I will do that. I still would do the other stuff I said at 50, but that, I want to see if I can do that. So let me guys know what you think about that. But other than that, thank you all very much for watching, and have a good night and good morning wherever you are.